girl, what we talking about? Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to show you the few eyeshadow palettes I own. Like, I have a couple of them, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know. It's not that many. Like, calm down. I know what you're talking about. Like, I guess it's a little bit more than a few. Can a sister live? Can I enjoy some makeup? Like, damn, don't come for my neck. Anyway, guys, hello, I'm KimmyBoutiki. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be your host for this eyeshadow palette collection. I'm going to show you all the eyeshadow palettes I own. I got more than 2 and I got more than 10. So what? Like, what we talking about? It's okay. It's my point. Most of them are affordable because your girl be cheap. It's okay. I'm frugal. Yeah, I'm excited to show you my collection, and I'm not going to talk too much, so let's get started. This is my Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. This is the smallest palette that I own as far as eyeshadow is concerned. Pretty good quality eyeshadows for the price. It says it's $3.29, but your girl always gets buy one half off, buy one get one free. Like, I'm always getting a sale in a drugstore, and that's where I buy mine, from their local Rite Aid that is near me. So what I love about these eyeshadows is that they tell you exactly where to put them, so they are very beginner friendly. It says crease, brow bone, eyelid, and transition color. So it's a no-brainer. It's going to be so easy for you to do. But only thing I recommend, try not to pick up the powder where the words are, because girl, they will disappear after like 3 uses. You will not remember where the color goes if you're focusing on using the words to the actual placement. Yeah, that's the only beef I got with this palette. And it's super easy to travel with. You get a couple of these, throw it in your bag for vacation, and you got everything you need. So this is another Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette. This one is called Not a Basic Peach. All the warm neutrals in here, and then it has this nice pop of little aqua going on. So that really drew me to the palette. Just says transition on the ends, which is actually makes sense because like you're going to use your transition color the most, so they give you more of that. Overall, I think this is a really pretty palette. This is one palette that I can take and not need any other palette to do a full look. That's for me personally, because I have my dark brown, I have my transitions, and I got a few shimmers to work with. That's all I need. I need 3 colors, and your girl is ready to go. That's just me. Very blendable. I love the quality of this for the price. What we talking about? Like, it's super affordable. Just because it's cheap doesn't mean it's not good. You just have to take time and dig around and try different things, and you'll find something that works for you. Next up, we have the Sassy Sienna palette, and this is by the brand Dose of Colors. I did receive this palette in a BoxyCharm. A lot of those palettes coming up you will see are from BoxyCharm, because that is just, I love BoxyCharm. It's $21 a month. You get 5 full-size products, and I get a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Just saying. I love the story that this color is telling to me. It is super warm, neutral, basic, approved. What we talking about? All mattes. All mattes. They're super blendable. They blend so easy. Only thing I don't like about a palette like this is your girl needs some shimmer. I need some bling bling. And there's no bling bling in this palette. So I definitely have to bring another palette to accompany it to get a full look. If mattes are your thing and you don't need to bling, get an all matte palette like this. Small, easy, lightweight, put it in your bag, good for travel. Next, we have the Element of Surprise palette, and this is a ColourPop palette. It does not have a mirror. Yeah, I love the color story in this one as well. This is also a purchase from my BoxyCharm monthly subscription. Yeah, I love this pop of fuchsia here in the middle, but you see all the neutrals, honey, and you got your shimmers. Again, this is a palette that you don't have to take another palette with you. 2 dark colors here to like deepen up your looks and make it a little bit more smoky. That fuchsia is hella pigmented. Like, what we talking about? This is a Pure Cosmetics palette collaboration with BoxyCharm. Obviously I got it in the BoxyCharm. Again, with these poppatiels, like, yeah, I would say these are very similar, except for this one has a black in it. This is more pink and this is more peach. Still has peach colors in it, so I guess they are similar. So something has to go. One of these gotta go. This is too much. Girl, look at that black. That black is hella black. The pigment in here is very good. It's for $21. I got this and 4 other full-size products. Your girl has been getting BoxyCharm for like 2 years at this point. I love it. Next, we have this Alma Cosmetics palette. The color story is so beautiful in here. Like, you have these beautiful, beautiful metallic shimmer colors. Like, so good. And I love the fact that this is small. I like my small palettes because I don't have to think hard. Like, 8 colors, 4 matte, 4 shimmers. Literally, you don't have to think hard at all. I do find the more choices, the longer it takes me to do my makeup, because I'm like, so I want this kind of brown, that kind of brown. Girl, you got a couple of browns, you got a couple of shimmers, figure it out. The only thing I don't like about this palette is the dark brown. Like if I put shimmer all over the lid and then put the brown will stay. But if I put the brown over another matte, it just flicked right off. They need to reformulate their dark shadow because it's so pretty just looking at it, but it does not perform well at all. I'm telling you, the shimmers in Alma Cosmetics are fire. They are straight lit. Work on your mattes, girl. Work on your mattes. Next, we have this Crown Pro eyeshadow palette. I think it's 5 mattes and 5 shimmers in here. I love that. Again, super easy. If this is your color story, which it is mine, I love it for that reason. Love my warm browns. Look at that pigment on that. Even the matte at the bottom is super duper pretty. Now out of the light. Ooh, what we talking about? What we talking about? That is beautiful, beautiful. I believe it is also a very affordable brand, so I definitely recommend Crown Pro. Again, I can just take this one palette with me to travel. The mirror is like with the rest of it, like it's mostly like a frame, but other than that, I love the colors. I love the payoff. Again, boxy charm hooked your girl up. Okay, so you might be seeing a theme with my palettes. It's a lot of warm neutrals, okay? Like, sue me. This is my, can you see? I'm trying to find the right angle because you see the letters on here are invisible. This is my KKW Beauty Palette. This is the classic palette. So this was her, I believe, her second palette release. And I was like, ooh, it's classic. I gotta get that. Makes sense, right? Like, because your girl is classic, simple, easy, everyday makeup type of girl. I ain't gonna lie, the pigment in her palettes are really, really good. Like, I really enjoy them a lot. Like this in the inner corner. Blow your mind, or use that for a cut crease. Listen, you ain't heard this from me, but your girl Kim Kardashian don't need another dollar. If I didn't have to give her a dollar by buying this makeup, I wouldn't have. But I'm not gonna front. I'm going to bow down to the packaging of her makeup. I love the nude, the pink, like hello, like nude pink. That is me, girl. The blush pink and clear on this. My heart, you got my heart, girl. I love KKW packaging. You know, you just dig it in your bag like, ooh, what's that? Like, this is my aesthetic, like 100% my aesthetic, and that's pretty much why I buy her makeup, for the aesthetic. Because as you can see, I already have those colors in my collection, but I don't have it in this colored packaging. Sue me again. Like, the reasons I buy makeup, it can be quite ridiculous. This is the 24 karat gold palette by AS Cosmetics, and AS stands for Amber Show. I already did a video on the full collection, like she had lip glosses and highlighters. This palette is like the truest to the maker. Amber is beautiful, and but she wears the same makeup all the time. She sticks to what she knows, and it looks really good on her. She's like, if it ain't broke, no need to fix it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You have 3 mattes in here, and the rest is just shining, 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 shining. It's all bling bling. If you follow her channel, she does all DIYs, and I would say 99% of them have like something to do with bling and luxury. So like this palette makes so much sense that she would do this. Wow, look at that. It's like so buttery, like it's like excess. Amber! Yes, bitch! So for her only having 3 mattes in there, they are very good quality. Girl, you get this from the Hush app. It's so affordable. I don't even know if it's still available. I think it might have been limited edition, but it was hella affordable. Like, I don't even think it was like $20. This palette is full. Like, if I could just shrink you down into a box, this would be Amber Show. If you want to see the full collection, I'll leave the link to the video up the top there for you. Wow, this black is black. Next up, we have the Carroty Professionals All Matte Palette, and it's a full of colorful mattes. Your girl needed some colorful mattes. I don't use it often. Look at it. It basically look brand new, right? I've had it like 2 years. Pretty. The yellow didn't come up that well. I just did another swatch on top. It's not neon, but it is very blendable. I think everybody needs a colorful matte collection, like, and you need some colorful shimmers too, but I got that. I'll show you that later. So next up, we have the Jaclyn palette, collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this palette, and it's my newest baby. It's like my newest purchase. I'm super attached to it at the moment because that's the last thing I spent my coins on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look at these colors. What are you talking about? Everybody and their mama can use these colors. So beautiful, so wearable. This is like a pink brown, purple, then you have your 3 regular browns, lots of beautiful shimmers. Like, you have so many options in here, but not overwhelming. Like, it's not overwhelming. But the shimmers, bitch, like the shimmers is fire. I love these colors. I love them so freaking much. Wigglies. All right. It's like a collector's piece, even if it's limited, not limited edition. Like, I needed to have this. Like, and I love the packaging. I love the feel. Jackie, you did your thing, and I shouldn't even have to say this, but I know you're coming out with another one. Like, 2020 better have another Jaclyn Volume 2. Like, what we was talking about, sis. Like, I need a number 2. So next up we have the Dream Palette, and this is a Beauty Bird Sigma collaboration. And whew, let me tell you, this palette, come on now, corroborate. This palette right here is so freaking pretty. This definitely reminds me of the Jaclyn palette, except for I have more option. The only gripe I have about this palette, because I have a gripe, so I'm going to mention it, that this black is more like a dark gray black. Like, it's like a gray black, right? It has 2 highlight shades here for the actual face, but of course you can use it in your eyeshadow as well. Like, hello, it's powder. But all the colors in here, again, like the Jaclyn palette, they're all wearable. You wear blue, brown, shimmer, you know, purple, brown, shimmer, pink, brown, shimmer. Like, you have literally everything. Not that you need it, but like Jackie's didn't have a matte green or blue, so it definitely has a little bit more than that palette. So it depends on my mood, what I'm looking for. Like, if I'm gonna be going a long time, I'd rather take this palette because I have more options. If I know if I'm going for the weekend, I would more take the Jaclyn palette. Does that make sense? But they're both amazing palettes. Sigma shadows are actually very good as well. And Beauty Bird, she did an awesome job at picking out the colors. The highlighted shade is like no chunk in it. That's the highlight shade on top right here. It's so pretty. Like, I love all the colors in this palette. And your beginner, I would definitely get the Jaclyn palette over this one because it has less options in it, just because you just don't have to think as much. Whereas this, you have a lot of options, so you're like, what am I gonna do today? So next we have the LA Girl Hot Heat palette. Well, you know, LA Girl is super duper affordable. Look at this mirror. First of all, this mirror is hella juicy. It takes up the whole top of the palette, and it's such a, actually, like, this mirror is really good. I love this palette. Of course, I don't know, I'm drawn to these blues. When it come in palettes, I'm like, oh, it's so buttery. This is more like glittery. Oh, so pretty. The fact that it's so cheap is kind of ridiculous. Why do we spend so much money on eyeshadow palettes when these brands are coming for their necks with the affordability? I mean, the pigment is freaking insane on this palette. Girl, what are we talking about? Like, this feels like high quality. Next up we have, I promise I'm out of breath, but we're almost done. Got a few more palettes, we're almost done. This is the Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette. It says HG on it. I don't know if that matters as far as when you go to look it up. The mirror on here is so juicy. It's nice and big. I love the little framing around the mirror. This is another Everyday Neutral eyeshadow palette. This is a much bigger than like your travel friendly regular size makeup bag type size palette. Oh, that burgundy matte, gorgeous. Everything. But again, the shimmers just as beautiful. Everything in here blends like a dream. I got this in a BoxyCharm Luxe box. So this is a little bit more expensive. So it's not in the $21 box. That's in the box that costs $50 for the month. Worth every penny, because I think this palette by itself might be $50. You get like 8 full-size products in that box that are more luxury, more high-end, you know what I'm saying? Am I wearing this in my eye today? Yes, I am. I am wearing this on my eye today. This burgundy color is so pretty, as you can see. Everything in here is amazing, and it's worth every penny. I don't know if you noticed yet, but you need to get on that BoxyCharm situation. You want your luxury, but you don't want to break the bank. Sis, you got $50, you want to get that Boxy Luxe box. It comes every 3 months. It's not every month, so it's like a little treat every 3 months. Every month I spend $21, and on a third month I spend $50. My budget is what I do, and I feel like I get my bang for the buck. This is the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is my second colorful palette. What I was saying before about the mattes, yes, there's colorful mattes in here, but there are also some juicy, delicious, colorful shimmers and metallics in here. That's why I decided to get this palette, and I also wanted to try out his formula. That orange, these are all the metallics right here on the end, and this is the matte yellow. There are so many people that rave about his products, so I had to try it. I already had his highlighters, but I was like, how's his eyeshadow do though? And 100% amazing quality. I can't say enough about these eyeshadows. He gave you some naturals in here. You got your browns, you got your peaches in here. You know what I'm saying? So you could just do your little transition right here. You want to do some colorful transition, colorful outer corners. I did a look on this whole palette. I will link it up there for you to watch. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. So next up we have the Jaclyn Hill collaboration with Morph. Like, who doesn't have this palette in their collection? First of all, it was like $35, $38. It is so hella cheap. This is a great palette to use at home, especially if you're learning, all your neutrals. And then she's got this one little tiny corner of pops of color. How many of my palettes got this pop of color? All right, I'm attracted to it, obviously. But all the colors in here are so blendable. A lot of makeup artists have this in their kit now, especially if you're starting out. It's all you need. It's all you need. Girl, if you ain't got $40, like, come on, like, save up, get this. It's going to be worth it. They still sell it because it is a cult favorite. It ain't going nowhere. They always restocking this palette. Oh my god. The pigment for almost $1 a shadow. What are we talking about? What? That matte, I'm more impressed with the matte. Like, I love this color and the crease or the out of it. It's so good. I did not get her Vault collection. I was 100% going to, because I was like, bitch, more of this quality for that price. Travel friendly, smaller palettes, give it to me. And they had mirrors. Too much controversy, a lot of bad reviews. Didn't want to waste my money. I don't care if they was only $15. I didn't want to waste my money. So good. So good. This palette was the first palette that I realized, oh, there is a quality difference between eyeshadows. I thought all these brands was fooling me. Like, oh, they just saying that it's better because it costs more. Like, no, like, there is a difference. And this does not cost more than other brands. It's just how they formulate it. Like, I don't know. Some brands make them good and some brands make them bad. Like, I don't know why they do that. This Jaclyn Hill one is amazing. Last, but certainly not least, is this Z palette with Makeup Geek metallic foiled eyeshadows. I can't even show you the back of the palette because a lot of them broke. This makes me so sad. I'm so sad that they're broken, but they are such good quality. They are so pigmented. They are so amazing. First of all, look at the finger swatches. So good. There's no chunk in there. They are 100% smooth. Oh my god, it's so good. Nobody was even checking for metallics like that until Makeup Geek made a whole collection of them. Like, she was like, bitch, I'm gonna just give you all the metallic ones all together at the same time. I love the formula on them. This pink one on the end, this pinky peachy champagne, is so good. I remember a lot of people were saying they were using it like on brides and stuff like that. It's so pretty. So that is the conclusion of my makeup palette collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had so much fun showing you everything and revisiting old palettes that I haven't even touched in a year or so. So that was fun. It just reminded me, like, I think I need to get rid of a few of those because I haven't touched them in a long time, and a lot of those colors, some, not a lot, don't come for me. Some of those colors are repeats in different palettes. Overall, I think I have a nice juicy collection, some low end and one or two high end, because your girl not too much luxury in my collection because your girl be trying to save her quaint for bills. You run out of space over here when you put all the eyeshadows all together like that. You're like, I'm intermediate and advanced, so I don't really need. Let me not even. I hope you enjoyed watching, and of course, you're still here. You might as well go ahead and watch another video. I'm gonna leave it right here for you, and of course, you must be subscribed. And I know you already hit that notification bell. You want to be first to know when I upload, like, duh. So hit that notification bell too. Like, come on, sis. Gents, do what you gotta do. And I'll see you soon. Bye.